Okay, we are recording, and
What's up, guys?
ooh, I'm a mess.
Me
We
too.
just came from the park. You were working out, and look, this is our healthy meal. Everything is from our local farmers market, except from the salad, the salmon,
It's from Wally World.
Wally World. Okay, so I have a story time that I never even told my husband because it's so embarrassing and it's so bad. Okay, I will warn you, this is like probably the worst thing that could have ever happened to me, but God spared me. Like literally.
Are we talking a tragic story or a funny story?
It's both. It's both.
Okay.
Okay. So, see, this is what I'll tell you.
Oh,
She wants milk.
no.
Um,
The whole time we were sitting here, they didn't even look at in our direction.
so it is. As soon as we sit down, Mama.
Did that?
Okay. So when I was in robotics, we were all nerds, so
You?
I'm a nerd. You don't think I'm a nerd?
Honey?
I'm smart. I know unnecessary things that people don't need to know.
Go ahead.
That's what makes you a nerd. So okay. So most of my friends were nerds. So they hooked me up with all these programs.
Oh, okay. About to say.
About to say what?
Hooked you up with who? Now?
This is why I don't tell them story times. Look at you.
No story.
Okay. So they hooked me up with like all these programs, like all the CAD programs, Photoshop, everything. I even had like unnecessary programs like Rosetta Stone or like just things I don't even need or use, right? So when I got to college, I was really, really prepared. And there's one class I was taking. It was a combination of the architect students and the construction students. It was like 85, 87 of us, all boys, and there was two girls, me and someone else, right? So for our final exam, we had to get together on a Saturday, and it was like an 8-hour project. Our final exam was like an 8-hour project that we had to complete as a group, as like teens, right? So if you're not getting it, tell me. So like I was lucky. I had like guys who were like really, really they were like on top of their game. They did construction before they went to college for construction, so they knew what they were doing. And so they were really reliable. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna let them take the lead. So they were like, Rachel, don't worry about it Saturday. Don't bring your laptop. I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't bring my laptop. They already had the CAD programs. So Saturday rolls around, and an hour before we have to present to the entire group, to the entire class. So you have the project, but then you have to present to everybody as well. His computer breaks.
Huh.
Right? It's just perfect. So like the last hour, so the half an hour we were like, okay. Let's just like try to save everything. Let's try to get everything ready. They're just trying to fix it. I'm like, do you need my laptop? They're like, no, Rachel, we got it. So I was like, okay. Half an hour before presentation, they're like, Rachel, go get your laptop. So I literally run across campus, right? Now, like I said, my computer had a bunch of programs. So Friday night, my friend borrowed my computer. So I went. What?
Borrowed your computer? You crazy?
Anywho, I had a lot of group projects, okay? And So that was a different
Project.
group project. So he had my laptop. So anywho, I go into his dorm room. His roommate's like, "Oh, he's not here." So I just like grab my laptop. I don't even look at it.
Yo,
You know where I'm going.
Keep going, keep going.
You know where I'm going.
No, bro, you bug. No way. Go ahead.
Wait. Okay. So I run back into class. Right. At this point, everyone is like set up in the auditorium to ready for our presentation, and guess who's number one to present? Us. And so my classmates, can you check on them? My classmates
What do you want?
are like, honey, you need to listen to me.
I'm listening.
My classmates are like setting up the projector. Honey, you need to be here for this part.
Oh, just tell them your daughter is acting crazy.
Yo, they're setting up the projectors, right? And they're getting everything ready, and everyone is facing me. And this is like my first year in college, so I didn't really know everybody. It was just like just a few people I knew. So I was gonna have these students and professors for the next 4 years of my life. I open up my computer and
Hold on, wait. Before you drop the bomb, because I think I know what it is.
I open up my computer and I see this image, and it was like full screen, right? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, is this a movie? Is this like a picture? And I'm like trying to figure out what it is, right? Yo. And then I'm like, oh, it's a website. So I
My gosh.
I looked at the website and I'm like, wait, it says on the web address it's like PORN, and then it like hits me. Like I look at the website, I'm looking at the image, I'm looking at the website, I look at the image, and it's like it clicked. I'm like,
Time out. Is it already being projected?
no, not yet. Not yet. Like they're doing it behind me, right?
Yeah.
Then my professor goes like, oh, you guys could just start presenting. Like just introducing yourself and stuff. And like, you know, when like time stops and you see the future, and I'm just like, I'm the only girl here for the next 4 years. All of these guys are gonna think like, whoa,
You got issues.
And so
somebody didn't know their daddy.
Okay, so it gets worse because I panic. So I'm like pressing the X button. You know when you press the exit button? Yeah, the escape button. And because my computer was off, like I just opened it, it like freezes. It like, you know, it gets that little pop up that like that, you know, like it's not responding.
Yeah. So what happened? How'd you get through it? Like, I really want to know.
By God's grace, I opened a new tab, like just in time. And then that the other website was still open, but it like eventually closed right before presentation.
Yo.
I'm so serious. Like,
yo, that Rachel, you probably would have got expelled.
Really?
Yeah, if it was playing porno in the class.
You see this chicken?
Don't
you hear this chicken?
Ignore her.
You hear this chicken?
She's a lie. I went up there. I went to her. I said, "What do you want?" She's like,
Nothing. Nothing. So that was like my almost crazy embarrassing story. Really, that was like
that's pretty close.
God's grace saving me.
Shot.
Can you get her out? No. There's one out. Look at her.
See our oldest trying to get up in the videos.
She's like,
mind your business, Victoria. Victoria, go away. No.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed.
Stop.
I hope you enjoyed this.
I'm not pushing you, little girl. I tickle.
My crazy kid is making mad noise. Like,
I said stop that.
Ow, you're hurting me. Strong.
Yeah, have a blessed day, guys. Bye.